digging into the travel logs for this one, driving the N1 highway through South Africa's Free State. Just sounds like a sensory overload.
In the best way.
Right. You're on the maze route. It's all red soil, tall grasses, and just heat shimmering off the road.
Endless.
And then, right in the middle of all that, you hit Ventersburg.
Which, for most people, is just a blip. A place to get fuel, maybe.
Sure.
But if you look at the archives we've pulled, the local history there is just... it's fascinating.
That's what we're doing today. This deep dive is about how that quiet town represents this balance between natural beauty, like the Willem Pretorius Game Reserve.
Then this really intense human history of endurance.
And looking at the source material, the story starts way earlier than I expected. We're not even at the Anglo-Boer War yet.
No, we're back in the mid-1800s. And usually the records from that time paint a pretty, standard picture.
Conflict.
Exactly, conflict between settlers and indigenous groups. But Ventersburg, it kind of flips the script.
It really does. So you have P.A. Venter, the town's founder, and he establishes his farm, Kraamfontein.
Right.
But instead of just building walls, which is what you'd expect,
he actually forms a friendship with Moshoeshoe IV.
the king of the Basotho. I mean, that's just incredible.
And it wasn't just a casual thing. The records show they collaborated on infrastructure.
They built something together.
A stone fort.
Yeah.
Together, you had Basotho manpower and settler engineering creating something for mutual protection.
It's a physical symbol of trust.
A powerful one. But as we move through the timeline, that trust gets completely overshadowed.
We jump to 1901, the Anglo-Boer War. And the accounts here are, they're heavy. This is the scorched earth policy in full effect.
It was a brutal strategy. The British objective was to cut off supplies to the Boer commandos.
But what that meant in practice was burning farms, destroying towns.
Ventersburg was essentially wiped off the map.
They didn't even spare the cultural landmarks. The Dutch Reformed Church had only been standing for 10 years.
And they burned it down.
And this is where we find that one specific detail that really it drives this whole story today. The Nagmaal beaker.
The communion goblet. And we should explain, for anyone not familiar, Nagmaal was more than just a religious thing. It was the social glue of the entire community.
People would travel for days to attend.
For days. So when a British soldier swipes a silver communion goblet from the burning church...
He isn't just taking a cup.
No. He's taking a piece of the town's soul. He pockets it as a war souvenir.
And Ventersburg is left in ashes.
But the rebuilding effort... that's just as interesting. By 1912, they're rebuilding the church.
But they don't have the resources they once did. No more imported stone.
So they use what they have.
That red soil from the Free State.
Sun-dried mud bricks. They literally use the earth to rebuild their spiritual home.
But that silver goblet, it was gone.
For 90 years. Just gone. Until we fast forward to 1991. And we're not in the Free State anymore.
We're in San Francisco, California.
Right. And there's this American, Tommy Main. He's just walking through a pawn shop.
Of all places. And I imagine, most people would just walk right past it.
Oh, absolutely. He spots this silver goblet sitting on a shelf. Maybe you buy it because it looks nice.
But he looks closer.
He looks closer. And he reads the inscription etched into the silver.
Wow.
And he realizes this isn't just some generic antique. It has a specific place, a history attached to it.
It's a lost piece of heritage that somehow ended up halfway across the world.
And this is the turning point. He decides he has to send it back.
So today, that same goblet is sitting in the museum in Ventersburg.
It's an unbelievable journey.
From a burning church in 1901 across an ocean to a San Francisco pawn shop, and then a century later, it's back in the community that rebuilt itself from the mud up.
It completely changes how you think about a souvenir, doesn't it? Ventersburg proves that while history can fracture a community...
burn it to the ground, literally.
The story isn't over. Things have a way of coming back.
It adds so much depth to what looks like just a quiet town on the N1.
It does, and it kind of leaves us with a lingering thought.
Yeah.
If that one goblet could survive the fire and the distance to come home and tell its story.
What other pieces of history are out there?
What other stories are just sitting silent in pawn shops right now?
Just waiting.
Waiting for someone to stop and read the inscription.
Something to think about. Thanks for diving in with us.
Sometimes I would lie awake, my mind dwelling on its own, was tears of sadness, fear, pain, or heartache, leaving me to wonder when I feel so alone. At times, did he know what would be going through my head and heart when I feel insecure and unsure? Does he know I will be crying at his feet, asking for direction? So many times I can look back at my life, and I just know he had to be there every single step of the way, or I would not have made it to today. Knowing that God has always been by my side, even when I had to go through pain, trials and tribulations, unthinkable made it just so much easier to know where I got the strength to fight, even when I wanted to give up. So my wonder fades and gets filled with a peace in my heart, that even though to the world or society I might not be perfect or flawless, to God I am perfection, and he loves me unconditionally. No doubts, no ifs, just love me as I am. Thank you, God, for loving me as I am, creating my heart and my soul.
It starts in the bones, pulse in the concrete, flag in the corner, crowd holds its breath, steel hearts humming, knuckles on the guardrail, every eye narrowed, all weight on the line. The sound of a race is music, but nothing that a boat can play. Need 100 men with hammers, women stepping juba in the clay, thunder in the ribs, all ruthless, dust jumping sideways in the air. The sound of a race is music, and it shakes every nail in the stairs. Engines like anger, cold sky, shirt stuck to shoulders, names pinned crooked, boots heels keep measure on splintered boards, every stomp shouting, go again. The sound of a race is music, but nothing that a boat can play. Need 100 men with hammers, women stepping juba in the clay, thunder in the ribs, all ruthless, dust jumping sideways in the air. The sound of a race is music, and it shakes every nail in the stairs. All gone. No quiet, just breathing, just teeth and time and sweat slick fingers, wide knuckled railing. One blink, it's over, smoke and echo, heartbeat lagging, still hearing the track. The sound of a race is music, but nothing that a boat can play. Need 100 men with hammers, women stepping juba in the clay, thunder in the ribs, so ruthless, dust jumping sideways in the air. The sound of a race is music, and it
my imperfections are a part of me, and in their own way make me uniquely me. My heart is as soft as the heavenly clouds, and I sometimes cry just as easily as the clouds will pour out rain. I love deeply, intensely, as well-heartedly. Even through the most difficult times, I will still love. Sometimes my heart and love get trampled over and used as a welcome invitation to my soul to just inflict so much more pain. But even then, I will still love. My words are soft and covered and enclosed with kindness, care, love, and hope. But so many times people will see this as a golden opportunity to cut deep with their words and leave me with scars deeper than the eye could see. But through all this, I will stand up, show my heart, and give kindness and love. Every day pray to God to make me stronger for His plans for me, because I am uniquely His. In my heart I know He will send a heart to complete my soft heart with a heart of strength. He will send a voice strong enough for when mine is too soft, and use mine to bring calmness and love. And He will bless me with a love as true and pure as He has always intended for me.
Life is short and time is not ours, so spend your time wisely. Learn to be forgiving even though it might be the hardest thing to do. Learn to take the time to get to know somebody wholeheartedly for who they are, and give time in a day to show the people you love that you truly care. Even if it's only for 5 minutes, it will enrich your heart and soul with so much more. Learn to laugh and take a minute or two to lock in the memory of pure, true laughter, as it will carry you through even the most difficult of times. But the two most important things in life are God and love. Have God present in all you do, and then every minute of every hour and day. With God in your heart, love will overflow, and you will have the ability to love and be loved. Love the way God intended a woman to love a man, and a man a woman. Be true, kind, honest, caring, loving, and patient, and build all love on God as a foundation. And your love will outlast time.
as life keeps throwing stones at the course of your life, leaving ripples of destruction as far as the eye can see, and the heart could ever take, leaving you drifting off in the distance of the unknown. And darkness surrounds you, overwhelmed is all you can feel. With every last bit of strength you try to hold on to hope, praying for someone to pull you back to shore. But in the depths of the darkest water, it feels like a never-ending swim to the shore. And hope fades, ripples are so unfair and harsh, leaving pain as far as it As I sit and watch over the sunrise and see how each ray of light breaks through the darkness and fills the day with its new beginnings of perfect colors, I came to realize something so important. I had to share it. Sometimes in life, so many bad things happen to us, so many obstacles, whether it's financial, death, depression, hopelessness, a bad marriage, or that dreadful news of cancer, or losing all you have. No matter how dark it gets and how alone we feel, we are never alone. We are so covered by darkness and each bad experience, following the next and next, that we feel lost and alone, as if no one gets it or even cares to understand. But when everyone has left us alone in the dark, one person is never left. God. Our one true sun in all the darkness, just as the morning sun broke through the darkness, God will reach out to you and let each ray of light and hope touch your soul and bring life to the darkness. It's okay if you're tired and afraid and crying out of desperation. God's touch of light will pick you up, His warmth will embrace your broken, tired heart, and you will feel the strength of new beginnings. Approach your soul, embrace God in this time. Allow Him to have all of you. Don't be shy or scared, He loves all of you. The good, the bad, the pain, the brokenness, every inch of you, you are His, and His love is never ending. Allow the sun to shine in your life. The choice will always be yours. Darkness will come, but choose to have your sunrise every morning, and allow God to fill your life with the beautiful colors of the morning sun. May God truly bless and love each of your hearts and souls.
raised us. Ravens strut high through the long brick shadows, collecting still debris like they got some trust. Never look back, pimpled on a window, and feeling gold over like plaster was. I feel it tug at the edge of my go like a hook and like collar pulling me forward. No look backs as I am pulled to everything I haven't been yet. Every cracked step, every wedding will stand, every face I haven't met. No look back, though the past keeps calling from the street behind this view. As I am pulled to you. Coffee carts, steam carts, halos round strangers, loose strange gliders in the thin blue cup. Us break side like the tide of leaving. A bike that rings once, then just gives up. I catch my face in a rusty mailbox, half asleep, half someone new. Raven's eye meets mine for a heartbeat like he knows his road. And while I'm walking through, no look back as I am cold to everything I haven't been yet. Every cracked step, everywhere new stand, every name I still forget. No look back, though the past keeps bleeding from the street behind this view. No look back as I am pulled to you. Maybe it's mercy, how the city just struts and keeps on. I pocket that slogan like a sacred secret and whisper low as the night moves on. No look back as I am pulled to everything I haven't been yet. Every light go, every turned shoulder, every fear I haven't met. No look back, though the dark keeps reaching from the street behind this view. No look back as I am pulled to you. I've been sitting with the sunrise, coffee cooling in my hand, watching every little bright light sketch a promise on the land. Every ray breaks open something, spilling truth across my face. All this time I kept on waiting when the miracle was placed. Not a thunderbolt from heaven, just the turning of the sky. I realized I've been given one small ordinary life, and it's enough this time.